damn it. So hungry.
Alright guys, we are back for episode 3 of Interloper. Really thirsty here. It's the morning of our third day. We bought some water that we left here. There's a few things we want to do today. I want to go back to the forestry lookout and recover some stuff we left behind. We are carrying a ton of water though, which I'm not gonna take with me because we're not gonna need it. We're just gonna come back here and grab it later. Okay. I don't know if we need the firewood. I will take it with me. Don't need these for now. Take the book too. We're not super heavy. We certainly do not need 7.16 liters of water. So we're gonna drop let's keep 4 liters with this. That should keep us alive for a long time. We have a book to read in case we need it. A few stones. Let's drop this. Spray bottle. You can use them to spray paint things. So let's say let's say we want to paint here that this is a storage. We can do that. And supposedly it stays marked on the map or something like that. We have a few feathers, the rose hips. We're just gonna, I'm gonna drop these things in here. Apparently we have a bunch more stuff here. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need these for now. We'll keep the cloth because we might use it to craft some stuff. I don't know if there's more cloth we can take from here. I think we broke it all down. See if Jerry here has something for us. I don't think so though. So yeah, we've ransacked all the cloth we could from here. I'm gonna take one of these with me, just in case. Let's do the water dropping again. Drop. Drop all. There's one here that's just a little bit. There it is. So we do have 4/16. We have enough food to last about a day, so we're gonna have to take care of that too. Let's take a look outside to see what it is. What is our situation? It doesn't look very good. It's pretty cold. I'm gonna risk a bit of a run up here. There's a mountain up there. A mountain cave that I do want to check. Hopefully we don't break an ankle. We're not super heavy, so They're usually... I don't know if they have wolves up here, but usually there aren't any. So I'm gonna try to loot this area real quick and then get back inside before we take too much of a hit because of the cold. Crows are flying up there. There's a rabbit, which I might take with me.
Can't feel my hands.
I feel sticks for fire later. There's a deer here. I don't think we can harvest it yet. Searching for feathers. The wolves are down there on the lake. Just gonna ignore them for now.
Goddamn freezing.
I know, man. Whatever that noise is. I think it's supposed to be like a woodpecker. Let's get in here and see what we find. A bunch of sticks. Make a fire. A fire striker. Book. And a Polaroid. You guys can pause and read it. Mystery Lake Vista. Do we have something to light this up? No, we don't. So sometimes the revolver spawns here. So I'm gonna light a torch so I can search it properly. Could make a fire to warm up, but I don't intend to be outside for too long, honestly. Yeah, there's nothing here. Poor guy. We're gonna take this rabbit with us, and when we do, we're gonna have to run downhill like pretty fast. Sorry, buddy. And now we gotta go. See, we have a stink line there, 1 of 3, which means the wolves will catch our scent, and they'll start trying to find out where we are. So, we gotta get out of here really fast. We're gonna go warm up inside. Let's take a look. We got a rabbit. We got a fire starter, which looks pretty good. So we're pretty decent with fire making for a while now. We got some wood too that we can make fires with. So that will be nice in the next few days. Oh yeah. So if you don't know the game, and you look at the bottom left corner, there are 4 indicators. The first one is temperature, the second one is energy, then the third one is water, and the fourth is food. So when you're low on any of these, you start to lose condition, which is the bar underneath it. If your condition reaches 0, you die. Also, when you fight with animals, they might they will damage your condition along with your clothes and things like that. So that's why you always want to try to avoid getting mauled by a wolf or a bear or a moose. Anyway, here in the center of the screen, we also have like an indicator of smell. If you're carrying raw meat, guts, and things like that, that smell indicator goes up. So wolves can usually detect you from much farther if you smell like food. And dead animals on your inventory also cause that. So you want to try to avoid that as much as possible, especially when you know wolves are nearby. So going back to our conditions, if all your indicators are filled, like not empty, you recover about 1% condition per hour in game, right? If they're empty, you start to lose condition, but they have different effects. So temperature is the one that kills you the faster. So 1 hour with your temperature down, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 10% decrease in your condition. So from, on a scale of 100%, it goes 10% down. Tiredness, it's about 1% per hour. Water is 2%, and food is 1%. So what we do here to be able to survive better in Interloper is you gotta starve, because there isn't enough food, You've seen that we haven't found much of it. Cattails are a big help, but we couldn't get many because the wolves were around there. So what you do is, when you sleep, you recover more condition actually per hour if you have your meters filled. So the strategy here to survive the longest is that you just accept that you will take a hit to your condition due to cold and food during the day, especially as you move about, and you try to offset that by having some food before you eat. Just eat before you go to bed, fill up your water meter, and then you rest, right? Water, you're gonna need water all the time, because 2% an hour plus the cold and the 1% from food, that's a lot. It's very difficult to survive, to sustain like that. So that's why in the other episodes I was rushing so much to go and boil enough water to keep us for a couple of days at least. You're going to be boiling a lot of water, let me tell you that. And you're going to be drinking a lot of it. So here we have an animal that we got, a rabbit, and you can harvest it. We don't have any tools right now. We can get the meat out of it in half kilogram increments. We can get the hide, and we can get the guts. We need to cure the hide and the guts so we can start crafting things later. So we're going to start with that. And the meat I'm going to do in 1.5 kilogram increments, because then when you cook later, you kind of improve your cooking skills a little better. And we have to warm up inside anyway, so we're just going to do this for a little bit. Okay. So now you can see in the center of the screen that our smell indicator is actually 2. In Interloper, it's just about suicide walking outside like that, carrying that much of a smell on you. And to cure the leather, the pelt, and the guts, what you gotta do is you gotta drop them inside a place. It can't be outside, it needs to be inside. And then over time, they will cure. So the percentage is gonna go up. And when it's done curing, we can use it to craft things. Now, we're still smelling a lot, but it's because we have the meat in us. On us, sorry. And whenever you have fresh guts or meat on you, you can use the number 3 on a keyboard to drop a decoy. And what it does, I think it drops like the smallest piece of meat you have. So if a wolf is chasing you, before it starts to like attack you, say it's just stalking you, you can just drop the meat and then keep walking away, and it will go eat the meat and give you some time to keep distancing yourself from the wolf, right? So that's one good thing to know. If we keep the rabbit bits in here, it's warm, so they will spoil much faster. We don't want to have that going for us, so what we're going to do is we're going to go drop them outside where it's colder. And now you can see the smell meter is gone. It doesn't feel so bad outside anymore. And the rabbit are just outside the door in case we need it a little later. So I see we have still a few curtains here, and I want to get the cloth from them, because when we go to the forestry lookout, where we've been in episode 1, I want to craft something for our head, and the crafting menu is here. And where is it? Clothing. So there's all sorts of clothing that you can craft. Improvised hand wraps is one of them. They're not better than the gloves we have, but a head wrap will help us because we don't have anything else yet. It takes 2 cloth, and we need a sewing kit or a fishing tackle to do it. We don't have any of those. There's a sewing kit in the forestry lookout, along with another book, if I remember well. So here's the thing. We have 2 cloth, and this thing here is also quite poor. So it's 0.4, 0.2, 20%, 1. So 20% against water, and then 1 and 0.5, I'm guessing. Let's check what the crafted one gives us. So it's nothing against water, so it wouldn't be good, but so we can repair that one and craft ourselves one of these, and it will improve our condition a little bit. So I don't think we need more cloth for it though. We got 7. Anyway, I want to warm up before heading out, just to get a little bit of a buffer, and you can do that by resting or sleeping on the bed, right? You can rest. You can just pass time. And you can see the warmth is going up by quite a bit. If you sleep, you can't cancel, but if you just pass time, you can. So in these situations where you want to go places, I would recommend you just rest. And now we're gonna take a little trek, and hopefully, wow, this is actually really bad. Can't see anything, and I don't want to venture too far outside actually. I'm just gonna go out, grab a few sticks. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with this though. There's a wolf that patrols around here sometimes. It's rare, but it might catch you, I don't know. So we're gonna have to wait. And while we do, oh, I'm gonna show you here. So you see it's curing as time went by. There's not a lot we can do. We could read to pass the time. Right, we can get better at... Oh, we studied the whole book for like... we're starting dressing. We're dressing things. Cooking skill. We could read rifle firearm skill, but it's not really beneficial for us because the rifle is not in this game. I'm actually gonna drop it and keep it here for some time later. Later in the game when we'd actually have something to do with it. There's a hook. If you grab a hook and cured guts, you can make a fishing tackle. So just so you know, there's something that can be done with it. Just gonna break this down. Kind of wait for the weather to get better. Doesn't look like it's gonna get much better though. But we might as well check. Yeah. It's a good thing we went out and got that rabbit. So I'm really not sure what to do here, honestly. We might head out at night and sleep at the forestry lookout. We don't need all that cloth though, so we're gonna leave like 10, 11. Just leave 11 here. Take 2 more. Take 8. So I'm just gonna leave the book we read over here. A little bit of books we've read library. Oh, we have a fishing book, right? It's also been read full. Can we read this? No. Already completed. Wow, we've completed 2 books. So we're gonna put it here, along with the Frozen Angler. Stack papers. I don't know what we can do with these crafting wise. I think you do tinder plugs. You shouldn't worry about it with tinder plugs. There will be cattails and all that stuff for like ages. Eventually we want to try to craft a survival bow. To do that, we will need to get an improvised knife and an improvised hatchet. To do that, we need to get to a forge. And also for the bow and the arrow shafts, we need to get a saw so that we can find these birch saplings and maple saplings outside and get them. For the arrowheads, we also need a forge and a heavy hammer to forge, which we don't have yet. So we'll just see. We're in a bit of a pickle with nothing to do for a minute. So I'm just gonna... I'm honestly just gonna go outside and maybe map the region here, to be honest. So if you use a piece of charcoal, yeah, you can't map in low visibility. Okay, so there's really nothing we can do. It's gonna be pretty cold at night. Later on. But I don't think we can stay here for that long, honestly. I'm honestly thinking about getting it moving and going to the other place, even if it's dark. So I'm gonna pass the time here a little bit. I'm gonna check if the weather has changed. I'm not a big expert on how the weather changes go in this game, so yeah, it's a little bit tricky. I know there's a cycle. People that have played it for a longer kind of know how it is. but it's not my case. I'm gonna sleep and just recover for a bit. So we've been alive for 3 days, 8 hours, and 49 minutes. I'm starting to get worried that we've been inside for too long, because this game has something. It has an issue that can afflict you, which is called cabin fever. So we'd have to worry about that. Okay, it looks perfect. We're gonna go. It's not gonna get much better than that. Just gonna drink this water here. We'll take more with us. Time to go. On Interloper, I recommend you grab as many sticks as you can that are on your way, because they are a renewable source of fire. So it's kind of important that you keep grabbing them. Sometimes there's a wolf here, but I see 2 rabbits, so we should be okay. I'm gonna grab, yeah, it's over there. I'm gonna grab these. You can use these to craft like an antiseptic bandage in case you get hurt, as in bit, in order to prevent like a big infection or something like that. Come on. Yeah, this is the path. There's the derailment we've seen before. There's a dead deer. Just gonna run it up here. I would not advise running if you want to keep your energy, if you want to maintain it, and also food consumption. Keep it low, because when you run,
Getting dark out here.
and also when you're
Time to look for shelter.
overloaded, it makes your food and energy decrease faster. Since we don't have any food in our stomach right now, I'm not gonna worry about it. But we do want to avoid getting too cold, right? So that we can keep moving. Ideally, I'm gonna make it back to our shack
Can't feel my feet.
tonight. We'll sleep there. And then from tomorrow, we'll go to another place if the weather permits. Let's take another stone with us. And I know it will be night, but we should be alright. It rains. Where is this? Oh, here we are. Oh. Go inside.
So cold.
So here it is.
Just
Small Arms
down
Handbook
from it.
and that sewing kit. No songs on the radio. Let's see if we didn't forget anything else. Doesn't really look like it. This looks like an item, but it's not. Yeah. We've searched everything here. And it's really cold. Like, even in here, it's really cold. So you see the bed can warm you up. This is bad. If you look outside, it looks like we're gonna get a bit of a storm. So here's what I'm gonna do. It might be too... Oh no, there's still light. Let's repair this. Okay. It's not 100%. We feel like 0 there. So we're not losing temperature anymore. We can repair these. And I think we're able to repair here because we're under moonlight. Huh. Because usually you can't repair indoors. Or outdoors for that, or, you know, at night for that matter. Now I'm gonna see if we can craft that wrap. Yeah. So our sewing kit, it's gonna decay over time, but we gotta use it because we gotta survive now. And here's an important thing, even for life situations. You want to survive with what you have, not with what you will have, right? So what we have right now is these. So we'll make do with these. And as you can see, it's brought the temperature, the feels like temperature up, like just with these repairs. And now it feels like one degree. I don't know how cold it's gonna get outside. So we might have to sleep in little increments in here because I don't know if it gets colder inside. Maybe not. Pretty tired. Could do some studying in this, but we do need the rest, so our condition is looking pretty bad. So we're gonna sleep. I don't know that we can sleep 10 hours straight, so we're not gonna go for that. We're gonna try 8. Ooh, we got another aurora, and it's over. Our conditions recovered quite a bit, if you take a look at it from the last time. And it's pretty nasty outside. My only issue is we're running a little bit out of food. And we'll need some soon. which is why I didn't want to eat these. But we need to pass the time here. I don't want to be outside in this wind. Let's check what it feels like. So in here, it's 1. Outside, it's negative 40 Celsius. Okay, we're gonna stay in here for a little bit. What's inventory look like? So we got this that we could study for a little bit. Our food will allow for 2 hours. Then on our way back, we're gonna have to figure out more food. Or else we're gonna be in big trouble. Or we could rest actually to recover, but I don't know. I'm just gonna study for 2 hours here.
I need to find food.
Can we do another hour? No. So we became too hungry to study, which means we have to probably get going here. The weather seems a lot better outside. Not by the sounds of it, though. Negative 21. It's getting warmer. I think it's the wind chill though, isn't it? What's the shortcut for status? Quicksand, bug screenshot. Start fires 4. Quick stats tab. F. So wind chill 0, negative 5, negative 8. Oh! Oh, we were not completely out there, so. Okay. We could wait here for a second. Or we could just go. Which I think is what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna grab a rabbit on the way down. Or 2 maybe, I don't know. Warming up. I think we pass another hour here. Be asleep for now. So we can rest a little bit because we'll be up into the night. Yeah, we gotta go because this weather is changing for the worse. I'm just gonna skedaddle out of here. So it's not so cold here where it's protected from the wind. Sometimes there's a wolf here, but I don't see it. Damn it. Grab it. I really want to grab it. Oh, there it is. So what you want to do with the rabbit is you want to kind of like let it walk into your... And you aim above the thumb. And then you miss, of course. Or you can just wing it like that.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
And now we really gotta go. Because that wolf might be onto us like pretty soon. Not yet, but soon. Sometimes there's a wolf by the tracks, like over there. So you gotta be kind of like watchful here.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
I don't see one. So which means we can run. And I'm just gonna run for it. Because whatever. Right here. We made it back. We're inside. We avoided the storm. I want to harvest that rabbit a little bit. Also, you don't want to be outside on storms and bad weather because it will degrade your clothing faster. Food. Here. So we'll get the guts first. No. Alright, 1 hour is 40 minutes. We're gonna go check outside. But not with this. We're warming up pretty slow. Gonna harvest the rest of it. So this rabbit, it's much smaller, so it only has like 0.8 kilograms of food, which kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? There you go. Got ourselves 2 rabbits. Crafting. Drop the guts. It's all gonna see. This is cured quite a bit already, and there's that. I'm just gonna go outside and drop the food. Seems like a storm is coming, so I just want to grab these sticks, because sometimes after a storm they kind of like respawn, as I say. You know, sticks just drop from the trees, I guess. Sometimes there's a wolf down this path, so you gotta be a little careful. There's usually a corpse midway through here. but I wanted to check. No, it's nowhere near. Let's get out of here. I don't want to lose more condition today. Anyway, we're stuck inside again for a while. Till this blizzard goes away. Which might take a little bit. We don't have food, so we gotta cook. And we are gonna cook inside. Is there anything else we can break while we cook? For the wood? I don't think so. These require a hatchet. There's some books we could burn. Let's see what we have. Got some firewood. I'd like to save that. A bunch of sticks will do. Let's bake these for now. I don't think we can do anything with these. Like I said, you can prepare some Old Man's beard dressing. It helps prevent infection. We can make 2. So we'll just get 2. You can make tinder plugs from sticks or from a stack of papers. We don't need tinder plugs. You can use cattails for that. I'm just gonna drop this. Okay. So, this thing here usually does not decay with time. So we might want to save it. We have some matches and the mag lens. We might want to use those, but we'll see. There's a curtain. Good. Still have cloth. 4. We got enough. I think we gotta cook. Got some time. Ideally you want to cook outdoors, but it really looks like a storm is coming. And we don't have a lot of resources, so we're gonna do it here now, this time. And you can see it's not gonna be a lot of calories, but who knows. Torches are not looking too good. We'll use a book for better success chance. See, that was bad. Failed. I don't want my torch to run out before I can finish this.
Come on.
Come on, man. 80% failed twice. I'm trying to burn a book with a torch inside the house. I mean, it's gotta work, right? So I'm gonna add both torches because they're good for a little bit of fuel. We got about 1 hour there, and then we'll start cooking rabbit. minutes. You can pass the time while cooking. And if you use a pot to cook, I'm pretty sure it goes faster. Let me see. If I cook the last one. Yeah. See, it takes 4 minutes away, so it's pretty good to use it. And since we're here, we have a fire. I'm gonna do some water. What do we have? 37. Oh, we got a good torch. Just gotta add a stick. Sometimes it cooks on the embers. Yeah, it worked. Great. There it is. Same. So we got some rabbit. We got food. Need 3 of these for tonight, and then we'll have a little bit for tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the weather is still really bad. I'm gonna drop 3 pieces of rabbit here, and the other 2 I'm gonna put outside. Okay, it cleared a bit. So I'm gonna go take a quick look at the lake. See if those same wolves are around here still, or if I can grab some more cattails. Come on. I think the wolves moved. The wolves will change places, so you can keep that in mind also. There. 4 cattails. Doesn't seem like much, but that's a day. Another day you get to survive. The deer is like feel safe, feel good signal, you know? If the deer is here, the wolves are. Because they kill the deer. In fact, one strategy you can use, and we're going to do it right now, is you can run the deer ahead of you. Oh, the wolves are there. Yep, they're still there. But you can run the deer ahead of you. And if the wolves see it, they will attack the deer. And get distracted. I don't know if we were able to check this one here before, but I want to check it right now. Some feathers. Something underneath? No. Can we get out? Yeah. The wolves are all the way over there. They're walking around.
It's making my head feel thick.
Let's get out of here. The weather doesn't look super good. So it was a pretty good trip now to the lake. We got some more stuff. It's gonna keep us going for a few more days. What I want to do now is get back inside. Eat the rabbit. And I think next morning we will think about going to a different building here in Mystery Lake to investigate a little more. With those weather crows. Okay, let's go.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
So we got moldy granola bar. We're not gonna eat that because I don't want to get sick. But we did get some cattails, some more firewood, and cloth, basically. Which, you know, it's not a lot. We spent some time outside. Our stuff is curing. We got food. Looks like a pretty good day to me. In fact, yeah, we don't have enough sunlight anymore. So I'm just gonna eat these. And we're gonna take a really long nap here. You can eat pieces of them also. You know, suppose you want only 100 and something calories, so if you wait and then you press escape, you see it ate half of it. So you can you don't have to eat the whole meal at once. Wash it down. Catch 9 hours. Let's drop it down. That sound is the Aurora again. It's gone. That will be it, guys, for this episode. I'll see you next time. It's pretty much morning. We have a storm going. We survived 4 days, 19 hours. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. I promise maybe these will get better as we go along, and you can enjoy some more, some really exciting survival games. Alright, retry out.